For our next story, let's go back to the year 2019. It was the month of December, flu season in India. Children began falling ill in Jammu and Kashmir. The main symptom was persistent cough. So what was the go-to solution? Cough syrups. But soon after being administered a dose, some children began vomiting. They stopped passing urine. Within a matter of days, at least 12 children, including a 2-month-old, suffered from organ failure and died. 4 others were left with severe disabilities. Here's why. All of them had been poisoned, allegedly by the same medicines that promised to heal them, cough syrups. According to the World Health Organization, this was the start of a wave of poisonings. From here on, matters only got worse. Reports began erupting from the world over. Last year, they reached a peak. Since around mid-2022, at least 141 children have died across the world in countries like Gambia, Uzbekistan and Cameroon.
When they take this syrup, they have diarrhea and they are vomiting and the bodies are warm. Yes, so they cannot eat, they cannot urine. So when I saw that time I go to the hospital. So when I go to the hospital, they give them the medicine and fix the catheter. But before that, the 2 passed away. So those companies, what they did to me is painful.
This was one of the largest episodes of such contamination on record. All the deaths are believed to be linked to cough syrups. The rash of poisonings has led to lawsuits, criminal investigation and more regulatory scrutiny in India. This includes mandatory testing of cough syrup exports. Now, a government report is out and its findings are alarming. More than 50 companies have failed quality tests. More than 50 cough syrup manufacturers in India. This report studied more than 2,000 tests. 128 of them did not meet standard quality. That's 6% of the total reports. These 128 reports belong to 54 firms, meaning 54 syrups did not meet the standards of quality. And this is shocking. But it comes on the heels of more data. Reports say after the cases in Jammu and Kashmir, the government of India analyzed the syrup they were given, and here's what they found. The syrup contained a chemical called diethylene glycol, DEG for short. The syrup, the one that was tested, contained a 34% concentration of DEG. In July this year, the WHO released a similar finding. It tested a sample of the cough syrup linked to the deaths in Cameroon. And this sample contained 28.6% concentration of DEG, the same chemical. Do you know what DEG is? It's a toxin, an industrial solvent. It is used in car brake fluid. Medicines do contain it sometimes, and that's common medical knowledge, but it has a safe limit of usage. 0.1%. That is the safe limit. That's according to the WHO. It's the internationally accepted standard, 0.1%, not 34% that some of these syrups had. But despite the data and deaths, the danger is not over. An investigation is still on. Families are still awaiting justice while more lives are being lost. Just last week, 5 people died in the Gujarat state of India after allegedly consuming a medicinal syrup. This is unacceptable because lives are being lost and a shadow is being cast over Indian exports. Over the past 2 decades, India has emerged as a pharmacy of the world, the leading manufacturer of generic drugs. India produces more than 20% of the world's supply. It is challenging big pharma. Indian companies are challenging big pharma, breaking their hold over life-saving drugs. India is exporting a range of medicines to the global south. But today, the same India is being accused of distributing death, because some companies cut corners and flout rules and make substandard medicines. If more such cases emerge, if Indian regulators fail to prevent it, it will do irreparable damage to India's reputation. So it's important to crack down on such players, not just to save lives, which is very important, but also to stop India's reputation from being poisoned.